What's going on, everybody? We are doing yet another comic book review. I know when we started this we were real unboxing heavy, but I've been reading a lot more comics over the last month, and I want to talk about them. So we're doing Silver Surfer Black by Donny CATES. What I have here is the recently released trade paperback version. They had a Treasury Edition out for this, which is just a monster book. I think it's bigger than a DC Absolute. Might be the same size. I never bought that because, just quite frankly, I don't have anywhere where it'll fit. So I never bought it. I wanted to whenever it came out. They're cheap, they're cool, but it's just too damn big for me. It's like the Adamantium collection books. That's too damn big. So I bought the trade paperback, just regular, standard size. The single issues for this, the A covers, aren't expensive. You can also pick them up this. This single trade paperback has a cover price of $15.99, and it collects Silver Surfer Black 1 through 5. These are pretty much available everywhere. You can probably find them at like Barnes & Noble, Amazon for sure. The normal spots I always say, so Amazon, Barnes & Noble, mycomicshop.com, in-stock trades, cheap graphic novels. You might be able to even find them at like Target or Walmart websites. Either way, normally it'll be marked down from that $15.99 cover price. I paid $10.95 for it. So yeah, go ahead and just, if you're interested in it, I more than likely have an Amazon link in the description. Probably just an Amazon link. That's what I did for Doomsday Clock. I try to keep it just to one, but I might throw a couple others down there too, because definitely go ahead and check out those guys also. But I'm going to shut up. I'm sitting here talking about what the book collects and where to get it. We're here to talk about the book itself, and we're doing completely spoiler-free. It's a real thin, flimsy book. You know, there's not a lot of pages in it. I believe it's like 140 pages. It's not very long. You can read it all in one sitting. I read it here in about an hour and a half because I had some other stuff I had to do in between issues. So the few things I can say about this, it's Donny Cates' story, so you know it's going to be exciting, and it's part of his big, overarching Marvel saga of just leading to the King in Black stuff that comes out at the end of the year. And it's a fun chapter to it. It's not as good as Venom. Obviously, there's not much that he's written that is as good as the Venom stuff, but it's fun. The art in this is wild. I'll call it wild. The art's something else. I don't know what else to say. The artist on this is Tradd Moore, and it's colored by Dave Stewart. Clayton Cowles is the letterer, and Donny Cates did the story. Tradd Moore also helped on the story. So it's I don't know how well you're going to see this because it's pretty glossy pages. But it's interesting art. I thoroughly enjoy some of the pages, and some of it I don't. I know that's not really insightful. I don't know why I said it that way. But there's a lot of really good pages with the art here. There's a lot of like multi-page splashes that look awesome, but they're kind of hard to decipher because it's Silver Surfer. And it's out in space, so it's all really, really trippy. It's kind of like tribute to the old school Silver Surfer, like Parable and like the Stan and Jack stuff from the old FF stuff. The art's cool on here. It's definitely unique. I'll say unique at best. Sometimes you get these really cool. Oh, I can't show. That's a spoiler. And so is this. It's real spoiler heavy. Sometimes you get pages like this. I'm not going to tell you where he's at, but you get pages like this where it looks cool, but there's just so much going on and so many different wild colors. It's like, alright, where am I supposed to be looking? It's easy to get lost at times. So, you know, you got to be in a mindset where you're just really, like, focusing in on it. And, which isn't a bad thing by any means, because that's how I like to read. You just do nothing but just completely space everything else out in the world and just read, or same thing with, like, TV and movies and stuff. But this time, you know, the art can be a little bit difficult to not really follow, but you can get lost every now and then. You can pick yourself back up quickly, but whenever you get two of those big splash pages, or just, you know, a regular page with multiple panels. Every now and then you can be reading and go, oh wait a minute, I'm supposed to go this way and not the traditional way. It's just, you know, a unique, I don't know if you want to call it mapping, because that's kind of like for like omnibus and how they tell stories, but that's the word I'm going to use. Just like a unique way to place the panels and how to spread them out. So, you know, it definitely is. It's a not challenging read, but you do gotta pay just a touch more attention than you do than for like a normal Marvel comic. Now, for the story itself, not just the art, Donny Cates, he's probably the most exciting writer in comics at the moment. I mean, definitely the most exciting one at Marvel. All of his cosmic stuff has been a lot of fun. This fits right in with that. So, the story, without spoiling it too much, it's been out for a while now, so I guess I probably could say a couple things, but I don't really want to. The story itself, it's good. It's not great. It's one of those stories where I read it, and it's I kind of feel like maybe I should read it again, just to like completely grasp it. Like, I get what happens and all, but it's almost kind of like, maybe it all makes sense of why this story was told whenever the King in Black stuff comes out. Obviously, Null is involved. It's Donny Cates, and I'm telling you, it leads up to King in Black. So Null is here. But I'm kind of trying to figure out, like, what's the necessity for this? Like, when you read the Venom stuff, you can go, okay, he's building up this part, obviously. Venom's the direct lead-in. So you read Thor, and you go, okay, I can see what you're kind of setting up the after Null part of that. With this, it's like, well, what are you setting up? Okay, yeah, Silver Surfer knows Null, and Silver Surfer knows Null is a badass. That's basically all you could, pretty much all you set up in this 5-issue series. You could have put that in like 2 or 3 pages, tops, or maybe even just a panel where it's just like, yeah, I've seen this guy in my travels. It's Silver Surfer, so you can be like, yeah, if he knows something about some cosmic being, it makes sense. You don't really, I'm not going to say you don't need to read this to understand the Donny Cates stuff, because I think you should read it. It's Silver Surfer, so if anything, it's just, a good Silver Surfer story. You don't get very many Silver Surfer stories, like on a standalone stuff. I think you just have the one omnibus, and Parable, and this, and other than that, I think he's mostly like a side character in FF books and stuff. I know there's obviously other solo Silver Surfer stories. I'm not saying it's just only these 3, don't get me wrong on that. But I'm just saying those are the only 3 that are really coming to mind right now. So, I paid $11 for it. It's worth it for $11. Like I said, it's Silver Surfer, and it's Donny Cates. Pick it up. You can kind of see it does tie into the Thor stuff, and it probably ties in really well with his Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, because that's what it's referencing out of here. And this story does come out of Guardians of the Galaxy #1, which is actually the only issue of that run I've read. I need to get my all completely back caught up on Donny Cates. I'm even falling behind on Venom a couple issues. So I need to get all caught up. So it probably does tie in with that a little bit better than it does with Venom, and then it does with Thor, even though Thor has a little bit better. This particularly doesn't, but Thor, since Silver Surfer's in it, does kind of work with this a little bit better. Like I said, I don't entirely see why this was told, but you can tell Donny Cates is definitely going to do some crazy stuff with his cosmic saga at Marvel. It's going to be better than Annihilation. Hot take right there. I know a lot of people love Annihilation personally. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm sure I'll talk about that eventually whenever I go back and reread the Omnibus. But for now, I think we're going to leave it at that. Silver Surfer Black, I'm going to say 3.5, 3.7 out of 5, I guess. The art at times is really great. The other times it can be really confusing, and like I said, it's only a 5-issue story instead of the traditional, 6-issue miniseries that we normally get 6 and 12. This is a 5-issue miniseries. Yeah, I definitely recommend picking it up. Like I said, it's decently cheap. Don't pay cover price for it, because you can get it cheaper unless you're supporting your local comic shop, your LCS, by paying cover price. Then always support your LCS. But if you want to get it cheaper, wait for shipping, definitely do that. That's what I did. Surfer Black, it's a short read, quick read, a fun read, but at times it can get a little bit tough to follow. So definitely want to make sure you're fully locked in whenever you pick your book up. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm not entirely sure what the next video will be. This is the first time I actually have had a full weekend off for a while, so Doomsday Clock, Iron Man 2, and Silver Surfer Black are all being filmed almost back to back to back. And this will go up sometime this week. And after that, kind of up in the air. I don't know what's next. I don't have any mystery boxes coming in. I just have my weekly comics coming in, and then the pre-ordered She-Hulk Omnibus, She-Hulk White and Slot Omnibus that Amazon had on sale for super cheap. Coming pretty soon, we're going to have the Blackest Night, Brightest Day box set coming in. So we'll have an unboxing for that. And probably just some more comic book reviews, because you never know. Every now and then I'm just going to take a notion that I want to read some stuff. I have the Nightfall Volume 1 Omnibus that I bought that I haven't started reading yet. That'll probably be picked up soon. I've been kind of in a DC... I like DC Comics more than I like Marvel Comics anymore. For some reason, I don't know why. But I enjoy them a lot. So, yeah, we'll see you back shortly after this. Maybe with an unboxing. Maybe with a review. Batman 3 Jokers comes out this week. So we'll have all 3 issues. The story will be over so we can talk about that. Antithesis 3 comes out this week. We'll definitely be doing the review for that one. And I'm not sure what else comes out this week. I know we get Detective Comics, but I don't know if we're going to start talking about Detective Comics. Maybe do Detective Comics. And I might just go back and reread some old stuff. Maybe do a movie review or something. It all depends on what I want to talk about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little ramble section where I talk about what's coming in the future. You probably didn't, but I'm going to let you get out of here. I hope you have a great rest of your day whenever you're watching this. See you next time.